I've heard that you were brilliant, but then I don't believe everything that I'm told. Is all of this talk that you're associated with this Clyde guy, and he's got a website? What can we believe about this aircraft, the death dumps that are going on? Is it? And I heard this story last night on his show, which you produce, talking about live organisms and toxins and poisons and things that are coming down to kill the people of the planet that are being dropped by agents of our government. I mean, come on now. Sure, let's look. I mean, tell them.
Well, so it's one of those things, right? I grew up on Air Force bases. I live in the flight pattern, almost my whole life. I've never seen anything like the contrails that I see now. That's the honest to God truth. They last 10, 20, 30 times longer than anything I've ever seen.
Wait a minute, you said contrails. I mean, well, you said, now you say chemtrails. Contrails or chemtrails. What the hell is it, Olaf? I mean, the people want to know.
I couldn't tell you. What I've read is that at least in the most recent spraying, I guess they found biological material traced to some sort of a lab.
That's what the fellow just came over here. We gave him a copy of our film, Air Auschwitz. Come on, will you be the host of this show for a minute?
What would you like me to do?
Interview this guy. What
Okay.
crap is he telling us?
Well, I mean, Olaf has done research for a long period of time. And in fact, we did research together on a case in Livermore, Lawrence Livermore Labs out in Tracy. UFO crash and toxins that were released with a tire fire in the area.
Yeah, they had a massive tire fire, burned for years. I mean, it burned literally for years, dumping all sorts of caustic material up into the air.
And they did it to cover up a UFO that crashed there. I think, something crashed there. We don't know what it was, but we covered it. It was also a subject on UFO hunters. Yep. So there's been some research that Olaf and I have done.
Well, and to take it one step further, right? If you look back in the 70s, there's something about the 70s, the 80s, where a lot of this stuff came out. And for some reason, we like to conveniently forget this stuff came out. But in 1977, there was Alternative 3. I mean, the very premise of Alternative 3 was there's so much ecological catastrophic damage that we can't fix it. We've either got to blow a hole in the atmosphere and vent it. That didn't work. They tried it. We can build underground bases, try to live it out. That didn't work. But we know that they're building underground bases. I mean, look at Richard Sauter's work. And they're building bases, Nordic seed vaults for a war that's never going to come.
Wait, you're talking about they. Who the hell are they? I mean, we're talking about agents of this government, or the people who own or control this government. We're talking about the CIA, which is the enforcement arm of the CFR.
It's really about the powers that be. They can be called any of a number of things. I mean, the CIA they're an octopus. It's a tentacle.
We call them or they, TM, trademark, registered trademark. The powers that be. Yes.
Okay. Let me hold on once. Oh, I want to talk to that guy over there. He looks like a familiar face. And come here, sir. Come here. We want to talk to you. You see guys walking around here in the conspiracy thing, and you don't know whether they believe in what's is there. If there's, we just ask you one question. Just come in here. Do you ever see anything dropped out of the sky upon the people? Are you looking straight ahead? Have you ever seen anything being dumped out of planes?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Do you ever look up?
Yes.
Never seen anything. Never seen anything. Just maybe you can. I would like you to talk for just 1 second.
Have you ever seen those? Have you ever noticed how the skies are gray a lot lately?
Oh, I know. You're talking about chemtrails?
Oh yes, we are.
Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't relate your question to that subject matter. Yeah. Okay.
What do you think they are, really?
Boron and aluminum. Two ingredients. Boron and aluminum.
Have you ever thought that maybe they're dropping perhaps white blood cells or something, some disease or any kind of bronchial irritant?
No, because I don't know whether the cell would survive to transit from the airplane to the earth.
Some pneumonia bacteria do. Some of those.
Yeah, but it's a cell. Maybe a cell wouldn't. I don't know.
Because one of the things I'm looking into is they actually did analysis on the hailstones in the south during the tornadoes, found bacteria, Corexit, a number of things in them.
Well, what I noticed was that the Mount Shasta News indicated higher than normal aluminum content in the snow at Mount Shasta. Really high, abnormally high, unexplainable. It was in the local paper up there.
That's amazing. I wouldn't doubt that for 1 minute because, I mean, we had a gentleman on here earlier who stated that he's done a lot of that kind of research, and he said that he's found all kinds of things in the snow too. I'm beginning to wonder, just with this weather pattern we're in right now. I mean, I think I showed you the cyclone forming off of the Pacific that's going to hit us tomorrow. This weather is just weird. But then I had a reporter from Santa Clara tell me that this is normal. We don't promote in California cyclonic activity in the Pacific.
Where do they promote it? Maybe they don't have the franchise here.
Hey, thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, looks like I'm here. Everybody up and left me. So I'm here at Conspiracy Con. My name is Clyde Lewis. I'm very excited to be here. I'm doing the show at the banquet. I'm going to do AC/DC God, which is something I performed at Esso Zone. I performed it in Portland. I performed it in all sorts of places. It's kind of a lighthearted, I don't know if it's lighthearted or kind of a comedy piece or comedic piece about the Antichrist and how everybody's worried about him and who it might be, from Obama to Osama to Prince William and the Pope. So it'll be a great show. And this is my first time here. Very excited to be here because I really believe I'm seeing a lot of old friends here, a lot of personalities that I really enjoy talking to. And my show is actually online. You can catch me on groundzeromedia.org. I recently was doing 1 show a week. Now I'm doing 5 shows a week. And I'm not on an independent station. I'm actually on a corporate radio station doing independent radio. It's a weird thing, but they're letting me do it. And I think that's kind of, a lot of people think, well, you can't trust him because he's working in the corporate media. You can trust me. I'm in the independent media working in a corporate radio station.